Hey guys, welcome to the Profit Playbook. My name is Michaela, and today we have our two very special gentlemen right here. We have Dayani.
Hey, how's it going, everyone?
And we have Alan.
What's going on, everybody?
And today they're basically going to educate me and you about everything about finances, crypto, investing.
Try to,
But no, I believe in them. And, you know, because as a girl, like us girly pops, we need to know these things. We can't let the men have it all, you know?
There
like
you
Edna
go.
Mode from that one movie on Disney.
Oh, now we're getting.
Yeah, now we're getting movies. No.
No, you're good.
Yes. Wow. I really can't think right now.
No, I'm gonna burn apart right now.
The Incredibles.
Incredible.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's just start with what we're trying to accomplish with the podcast. I know this was on you. This is your vision.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
And we want to get on board because we believe in it.
Yeah.
So let's just start with that.
So basically, we just want to teach people about investing, show them that they can invest and that they do have the means to invest. A lot of people will be like, hey, Dayani, I want to invest, but I can't afford it, right? And I'm simply like, okay, I feel like you can invest. What habits are you willing to give up, right?
Exactly.
You drink Starbucks every day, you eat out every day. I feel like you could cut those costs in order to be able to invest.
I think that's the same method what people talk about too. A lot of people think that they need hundreds of thousands of dollars to invest.
Right.
But all it takes is just as little, like Dayani said. It was just like $10, $15 from here. If you can cut off like Starbucks out of there, right? If you think about it, you spend $15, $20 a day on that. You can put that towards investing, something that you forget about. And a lot of people, I think, just forget about that. But once you get that mindset going, then I think you're golden. But they have to apply that rule, though.
Exactly. I agree. And then I've noticed, too, a lot of people are working jobs who don't have 401ks, right? And they're older, in their 30s.
That's what's
and
crazy.
And with investing, you could kind of build your own 401k. And we're just here to show you how to build your 401k and basically just how to build your 401k.
Yeah. I just think, just growing up in America too, like I realized that we never had like a class on this, unless you went to school for business or something.
I was just telling him that, right?
Yeah.
When, on the drive over here, a lot of people don't have that financial education in schooling. I mean, you're talking about, like bills, credit. A lot of people don't know how to use credit.
Right.
They're just running it up and they're just like, oh, okay.
Or they're scared to use credit.
Exactly.
Like, because they don't want to owe.
But if you think about it, you can use credit as a tool, but that's just another story on it. But that's just a little tip of the iceberg on what we're going to talk about. But that's exactly why we're doing this, is just to educate people and for the viewers to be like, okay, I can invest, I can do this. And that's what I'm hoping that we can do here.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, I love that.
And then before we get started, though, we are not financial advisors.
Yes.
You should not buy or sell anything based on what we say. That wouldn't be very, very smart.
We've got to put that part
Yes,
in.
yes. We're just enthusiasts who like investing and like to do it on YouTube. So
I'm here to learn.
Yeah, appreciate you guys.
I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
this. Yeah.
Especially Michaela, when I called her, I was like, we're going to do this podcast on like investments and stuff. And then I was surprised, like she accepted. I mean, she gets to learn at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
No, I was telling Alan, I was like, are you sure? Like,
Yeah.
We've done events before,
Yes.
like done interviews with like public figures.
Yeah.
Just like fun stuff. We see each other at events and like community events especially.
Yes, exactly.
Which is how we met. So then when he asked me to take this on, I was like, this isn't
I was
really
like,
my thing.
yes.
But
Please let Michaela
But
do
the
this.
thing is, I
We
am
gotta
willing
learn.
to learn, and like I said, like a lot of my friends, they don't know about investing.
Sorry to put you on the spot,
No.
but to get Michaela to do this,
Oh my God.
check her schedule.
Oh, yeah. You got to show them. You got to show them.
Can you see just a little, just
the
how
Google
packed
Calendar.
her
The fact that
schedule
I have
is on
this,
doing
this is bad. This is really embarrassing, you guys. But I have everything
Wait till you
color
see this.
coordinated. I don't know. Color
You
coordinated.
guys seeing that?
Yeah.
You see
Color
how
coordinated.
packed that
Yeah.
schedule is.
Thankful that you guys gave me this opportunity because I'm
Thank
also
you.
learning. At the end of the day, that's what I wanted to do.
Yeah, no, I wanted to thank you guys as well. You and Alan, appreciate you guys taking
Yeah.
the time out your busy day to come support me. You
Yeah.
know what I'm trying to do here.
I guess what I don't know who wants to go first.
Yeah.
Maybe Deani, since.
Well,
Get Deani.
let's
Yeah,
just jump into it. All right.
Yeah, like,
so basically what got me into investing, right? I'm going to start there. What got me into investing. So basically, we all experienced this back in 2020. The pandemic happened, right? Mm-hmm. We were all sitting at home collecting checks, right? Mm-hmm. So me, I've always wanted to invest. I was always scared that I was going to lose my own money. Mm-hmm. So I'm getting these free checks from the government. I'm putting it in the market. I'm putting money in the market. I'm making money, right? I'm super excited. But then as I'm slowly investing, I'm like, okay, I got into stocks. I got into investing late. I'm building my own 401k, because the job I'm working at didn't offer 401k at the time.
And it's crazy. Most people don't even have 401k.
Yeah. And so I'm in my 30s. I'm like, this isn't going to work out for me. I need something better. And that's when I just, stumbled into cryptocurrencies. And basically cryptocurrencies, man, it's just, with that asset class, it's opened up for the little guy to invest with the big guy, right? So that's what kind of steered me to that area as far as investing in crypto.
Well, mine's kind of like a similar story, but I had to do a lot of losses on this one. So I think it was back in 2014. Mm-hmm. Everybody started talking about cryptocurrency, which is fairly new, right? It's a new asset. But then I had no idea what I was doing. I mean, I saw I think it was an article, Bitcoin reaches a certain level of price. Right?
Yeah.
I said, I'm going to buy this, not even knowing what it was. I just bought into it.
Yeah.
So I threw in, right? And then I got it from Coinbase.
Yeah.
And I threw in a few $100 here. And then the next day, I was so excited. Like a little kid in the candy store. I made like $40, right? And then I'm like, dude, I'm a freaking genius.
Yeah.
Right? So I just keep on throwing money in there. And then it was just like, it went up from like a few $100s. And I'm like, this is easy. I don't know what people are talking about.
Yeah.
And then the crazy thing was, I got hit with like the market volatility. So what comes up, what does everybody say?
Must come down,
right?
Yeah.
My $1,000 went from like 700 to 600 to 500, and I'm like refreshing my phone because you can see the price action, right? And you just see
you're like, are you sure? Are you sure?
I did, right? And the dollars just keep going down.
Yeah.
And like me and my best friend Cecil, we made a comedy video on this, but I just find it funny that it went down all the way to like $300 or $400, right?
Oh man.
And what did I do? I sold.
Oh.
Yeah. It was the sucky. And no, that wasn't just the suckiest part. The sucky part was the next day it went up. Yeah. So I felt like a complete idiot. I'd be like, I need to educate myself on this. So a lot of trials and tribulations on this. I feel like you have to really educate yourself throughout the years.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're just going to throw money and you have no idea.
And just not freak out. I think that's the one thing, right?
Exactly. Yeah. You have to have.
But that's hard, especially if you don't really know yet. And I think that's part of like educating people too with investing.
Yeah, can you imagine if your money was in your bank account, right, and it just keeps on going down?
Yeah, exactly.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah,
you're gonna move it.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's another like my question would be is when do you know when to take out profits though? You know what I mean? Or do you keep everything?
Yeah, I mean everyone has different rules. I mean my rule is like. Now it's like 2 to 3x. I'm taking some profits. Just learn to take profits. My story is a little bit different from Alan's. I was an XRP investor. So those of you who are investing in XRP know that coin hasn't really moved. This is the first time it's moved in, I'm gonna say 7 years, right? Invested in the market. XRP hasn't moved for 7 years, so that taught me like being a patient investor, right? I knew this asset class was super volatile. XRP is one of those tokens that was working with the banks, right? So
I don't think a lot of people have patience.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I definitely don't. If I'm gonna throw some money in,
I thought you.
No, I do, but then for that, I am a Taurus. So
no, I get it, and I get it. People want instant gratification with investing, right?
That's what I'm saying.
And so. That's not how investing works, right? And basically, this is a new asset class, man. Crypto, and I'm gonna go to crypto a little bit. It's like we have an opportunity to where we could change our lives, not only for ours, but our families, generations down the road.
Right.
Yeah. We were talking earlier about stocks and pre-IPOs, right? I feel like buying stocks on the market, we're buying them at an extra premium, right? They're kind of overvalued.
Yeah.
And once I found out what a pre-IPO is, I'm like, I need to just buy pre-IPO shares. But, you know, they're like, you can't do that. You need your Series 65. Got to have $1 million in assets.
So for our regular viewers, what is the pre-IPO?
It's basically companies before they go public, right?
Gotcha.
You could buy the shares before they hit the stock exchange, and you get them at a cheaper price, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm thinking, once I heard that, I was like, well, why don't I just buy pre-IPO shares?
Yeah, why isn't it available?
Yeah,
for
I'm like,
everybody?
everyone can be rich,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
They're like, nope. You got to have the funds, the assets, and your Series 65. And I'm like, man, that's not fair. So that's what really led me to crypto, and that's why investing in XRP was easy, because I was always scared of the volatility, and I took the logical approach. I'm like, this company's working with the banks, right? I'm gonna put my money here because they're actually trying to work with regulators, and it worked out for me. It worked out, yeah.
What would you say, though, for people that are a little hesitant or like weird about crypto? You know, like I know a lot of people that are just like, no, that's fake.
Yeah.
It's definitely not for everybody.
Yeah.
Just because it's so volatile.
Yeah.
You're talking about stock market 10-20% down. Everybody's panicking, right?
Yeah.
You have to have a strong stomach for cryptocurrency. Like I said, I think I learned the opposite way. I learned to get into cryptocurrency first rather than stocks.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I was
I
like,
see,
my
yeah.
thing is kind of like reverse, right? So I was able to sucker in that gut punch. And now it's just like I told Dayani, I'm just numb to it. Like,
Yeah.
you got to think about it. The markets are so volatile, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you got to think about, okay, if it goes down, just like say a handbag.
Yeah.
or a shoe,
Oh, perfect. Now
shoe,
you
right?
are speaking
no,
my
a shoe, right?
language.
Yeah.
If it's on sale,
Yeah.
you would want to buy it compared to regular price,
Right,
right?
exactly.
That's how you got to think of it with cryptocurrency. If it's down, have some money on the side.
Yeah.
Just get it for cheaper. And then at some point, if you do your research on these certain cryptocurrencies, it's gonna go back
It's
up
gonna go
again.
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of people just don't get that mindset.
Yeah.
I'm just like, okay, just think of it like the handbag or the shoe. Like I don't know.
And the
It's hard to. I mean, sorry, it's just
exactly.
hard to tell people that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes. And the reason why we invest in these technologies, because these technologies are going to change the financial system. Like for those of you at home that don't know how cryptocurrency work, it's a way to transfer money super cheap, super fast, without a centralized entity, right? For example, me, you, Michaela, Manav, we go out to dinner, right? Michaela pays. Shout out to Michaela. But, you know, after dinner, yeah, shout out to Michaela. We're going to have to pay her back, right?
Does that mean she's taking us to Texas Roadhouse?
I think so.
That's what I heard. I heard that.
Right?
I heard Texas Roadhouse. Their bread
Exactly.
is really good, though.
It is.
Yeah, okay.
But
I'll
we're
go.
trying to pay Michaela back, right? So I send my funds, it goes through.
Okay.
Alan says his funds, it goes through. Manav says his funds, it doesn't go through. Why? I mean, it could be right.
Why you gotta
exactly.
do that to Manav?
Yeah, no, and it could be
Sorry,
various
Manav.
reasons of why his transaction didn't go through. It could be his account got hacked. It could be his daily withdrawal limit.
Yeah.
Add that in at least.
Yeah.
His daily withdrawal limit, or it could just
Yeah,
be some
I get
problems
you.
with the bank.
I get
Yeah.
you.
So anytime there's a central authority involved with something, something could go wrong, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Why crypto's so fun and so cool is this: you don't need no central authority. I could transfer, send how much money I want to, whenever, at any time of the
Peer-to-peer.
day, how much. Yeah,
Peer-to-peer
peer-to-peer.
transaction.
Yeah.
And that's where the future's going. America, we have a bunch of bank accounts called Nostro Vostro accounts, where we just have accounts full of money just for transferring payments, right? If we have cryptocurrency,
Yeah, I didn't even know that, Dayan.
yeah,
I'm
we could
learning.
free up some of that liquidity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? That's why this technology is going to take over the world, man. It's like the fourth industrial revolution.
And that's what's called the blockchain, right?
Yeah.
Blockchain,
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, blockchain technology. Yes, you can't have crypto without blockchain and vice versa. Blockchain technology is super great too. What blockchain is, it's basically a collection of data that can't be changed or altered, right?
So nobody can change it.
Nobody could change it. And it's really, for example, and it helps spot what's real and what's fake.
Okay.
Right? Because like you said, when you have a centralized authorities, some of those centralized authorities can be corrupt, right? For example, we know a dollar bill's real the bank knows a dollar bill is real by the serial number.
It's physically in my hand.
Yes, and the serial number.
Because you could make fake dollar bills.
Yeah.
And the DMV knows
Not
your
saying
ID.
I've never done them.
Yes.
I'm just saying.
Exactly. And the DMV knows your ID is legit due to a serial number, right? Both of these two entities, what they have in common is a centralized entity, right? Which can cause, like you said, corruption. Someone could just change whatever they want. Have you heard the term, whoever wins the war, that's the history, right? Whoever wins the war, that's whose history.
Yeah.
Yeah, because history is basically written by the victors. That's the centralized entity.
Yeah.
So that's why blockchain is so important, because the days of just fake fraud and just tampering with things is done. Those days are slowly done.
See, that's why, ladies and gentlemen, Dayani is on this show. Like, I couldn't put it to you in those words. I'm just like,
educating us.
I know, right? You're educating me.
I've
been in it for a while too.
No, this technology, man. Like I said, it's forever changing, and like I said, this is a new asset class. So us learning is gonna put us that much ahead when the U.S. adopts this technology, right? We've been here. We're going to know what technologies are going to, be here and which technologies are not. So, man, I'm excited for this new technology, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think that the U.S. is fully going to adopt like all this crypto stuff?
Of course, it's gonna take time.
Because I know Trump is for it.
Yeah,
right?
it's like the first pro crypto president that we're having.
Yeah.
Of course, there's a lot of regulations that still need to be put in place. Yeah. And like I said, like crypto, it's not, the only thing is it's not FDIC insured yet. If you think about most of our banks, right? Like if somebody hacks your account, you can get up to what, 250,000 back. But there's so many hacks now with like cryptocurrency, and that's what I tell people, and probably educate them on the next episode. Put it into a cold wallet. So basically what a cold wallet is it's basically your own wallet, your own keys, nobody can get it, and it's offline. You think about all the hackers they get in offline or online, right? And then they can just easily hack it. It's not insured by those companies. If you have 20 grand into a thing and it gets hacked,
it's gone.
You're
not gonna get back.
And I think that's why a lot of people are so skeptical.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Investing, right? So, but I feel like once it gets more regulated and more people hear about it, it's going to be the regular. I mean, like Dayani said, we're early. And I feel like with all the stuff that we're trying to teach people here, we just want people to succeed. I mean, I was struggling when I was a kid, and I know so many people are struggling now. It's just the fact that the reason why we do this podcast is to help people out so they can get out of that paycheck to paycheck, which is crazy.
Right.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
I was just telling Dayani too, you guys think about there's 340 million people in the U.S., right? You guys know the percentage of people that are living paycheck to paycheck? Yeah, paycheck to paycheck right now? 68%.
Oh, wow.
Of Americans.
That's a lot.
I believe that's 200 some. I don't know the numbers. 240 million people that are living paycheck to paycheck. And that's crazy, right? So you're talking about if a life-altering event happened, they don't have money to pay for a hospital bill, a car bill. That just mind boggles me.
Why is it that they don't teach financial literacy and all that stuff in high school and college and all that stuff?
Education's, I mean,
our education's not that great.
Yeah. We aren't gonna jump into the conspiracy theories of why, but I mean, like you said, they need worker bees, right? That we all can't be the, what's the word I'm looking for? The queen bee. We all can't be the queen bee, the Michaelas.
Oh my god.
We all can't,
and we can't all be nepo babies.
So exactly, and so that's why. Man, if they taught, I feel like if they did teach that in school, I feel like America would be winning. Everybody would be winning. America would collapse because you need workers, right? You need people. That's why it's a few of us that kind of look up and be like, I'm not gonna continue to be in this rat race. I'm gonna try and do something a little different. So, that's why they don't teach it. That information, you got to go look for it.
You gotta do yours.
And then another thing, guys, too, one of the first, I know you guys, I'm going to give a shout out to Walmart, right? And I get it. A lot of people are like, Walmart's one of the first companies to use blockchain technology.
Walmart.
Right? Yes, Walmart.
Like the Walmart down the street.
Yeah, the Walmart down the street, man. They had a bunch of problems straight from farming to storage to transportation to processing, right? Walmarts were experiencing a bunch of returns and refunds.
Yeah.
And that business was in trouble. And they're like, we need to figure something out, right? So they adopted blockchain technology. So now when there's a problem in a store or in the distribution line, it's put on the block so Walmart itself could find the problem area and fix it.
So we're already dealing with
We're
this
dealing,
technology
yeah.
now.
Haven't you noticed Walmart's? I like Walmart. It gets a bad name, but it's gotten a lot better.
Okay.
As far as the produce and the products they have using blockchain technology, it's you can see the difference in Walmart.
So a lot of people have questions about bear and bull market. Can you guys explain that to me? I mean, to me, those are just animals.
Just animals, right? I mean,
Okay, but before we even say, what do you know about the bear and the
Bear
bull?
and bull market. I think when
Bear.
you're bullish about
Okay.
something, it's up, right? Hey, as I said, I'm a Taurus.
There you go, the bull.
So
the
we're
bull.
going for it, right?
Yeah.
Is that right? And then when you're bearish,
Bear's
you're
furry.
like bear, like
Bear's
scary.
furry.
Like, I'm not scared. That's just how I see it.
Yeah.
So I need
Bear and the bull.
the professionals.
Yeah.
Tell me if I'm
Not
right.
even professional.
Oh
We had
my
to
God.
learn on
Well,
You had
you
to
know,
learn. I
I'm
mean-
just being real. That's how I see it.
No, a bunch of people got a bunch of definitions between a bull and a bear. Me, I just feel like if the price is going up over, I say a period of time, probably a couple months. We're
in a bull
market.
Bull market. Everything's going up,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
Bear markets typically last longer than bull markets, so it's kind of easier to spot a bear from what I hear. That's when prices just continue to go down. Nothing's going up. Other people will tell you, if the price is up, it's a bull. If the price is down, it's a bear. You know, just doing this, not cycles. But what's your take on bull and bear market?
I mean, just like you guys hit it right on the head.
Yeah.
Bull market is when we're on an uptrend, when
Yeah.
everything is going up, and it just feels like that euphoria stage where you feel like a genius, right? You have all that time you've been investing, like whether it be weekly, monthly, yearly, and then all of a sudden it just keeps going up.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, oh my God, I feel like a genius. And I feel like I've done that a couple times where we're in a bull market and I get so excited off of it. And I tell family members, I'll be like, hey, did you get into crypto, this and that? And then they just be like, no. And then they're just like, really? Well, why not? And you just want to give all that info out, right?
Yeah.
And they just don't want to listen.
Yeah.
Oh, well, cut that. So they only ask you when the whole market is going up. Be like, oh, is it time to invest?
Yeah.
I'd be like, no.
Yeah.
The time was when everything was down.
everything's
in the
down.
bear market. That is where you make your money right there. Is through the bear market.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fire sale. That's what I'm going to really completely put everything on. That is where you make your money.
Yeah. Like Warren Buffett said, buy when there's blood in the street. I've used that method throughout my whole time investing, and it works.
It's worked for you, right?
It worked for me. And a lot of you are at home sitting, should I invest in stocks or should I invest in crypto? And my answer to you is, what do you have a stomach for? I mean, and how fast do you want to make money?
I think diversifying is good.
Yeah, I say both, but if you're kind of like me, you know, kind of got into investing older, and you got the stomach for it, I would invest in crypto, a couple cryptos. Me personally, the cryptos I invested when I first started out, the safe ones were Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. Why? Those were the big three. Those were the first.
Yeah.
I want to say the SEC chairman back then, Jay Clayton, came out and said Bitcoin and Ethereum are, I want to say they're commodities. Might have to scratch that, but they're basically acknowledged as currency in a sense, right?
Yeah.
So, and then now we have XRP. So if you ask me, those would be the ones I would invest in. Stocks, if you're new into stocks is great to invest in too, but just know you're going to be playing a long, slow game.
Yeah.
Versus crypto, yes, you're going to have the volatility, but you're going to make a lot of money really fast.
And I think it's good, like I said, diversify.
Diversify, yeah.
People don't know that. It's just like not putting all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah.
I feel like if you put it into stocks, a Roth IRA, or like crypto, you at least don't have all the eggs in one basket.
Yeah.
So if one goes down to completely zero, which is the worst case scenario,
Yeah.
if it goes down to zero, then you have something to fall back on.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people, if you just put that mindset in, putting it in different areas, then you'll be fine.
Yeah.
And then dollar cost average, just keep buying every week, $5, $10, $20, $50, whatever you can afford to lose, right? And then in the long run, you will make some money.
Yeah, you will.
That's what I've been just trying to tell people. Just do it.
Yes. And you hear the sense of urgency because it's so easy. Like the money me and Alan made just investing.
Not really easy. I had to lose a lot of money in the previous years first. But to get to where I am,
it was boring. And you just, like you said, invest in the projects that are going to be here to stay. Do your research. Good projects. It's going to take a while, but like I said, you're gonna make a lot of money. Just investing in good, solid projects. None of the Moon Boy missions, your cousin told you about there's the meme coins and all the crazy stuff. There's a time and a place for that. But like I said, if you want to just be, on the safe side of investing, kind of just those 3 cryptos I mentioned, that I would invest in, that I invested in when I first started Bitcoin, Ethereum, and now XRP. Those are your safe bets.
So what have you heard with the cryptocurrency, Michaela? I know like your husband's into. He's a really. I wish he was here.
Yeah, shout out to hubby.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't like to listen to anything he's saying because you don't want to be like mansplained as a girl.
Mansplain.
Yeah, mansplain.
But I mean, he's into it and he'll try to explain stuff.
Yeah.
And it just kind of goes out. I think one ear out the other. I'm like,
Wanna
okay,
go to
yeah,
Sharks
like
game?
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like
Exactly.
Exactly.
Michaela's
No,
a
but
die-hard Sharks fan, people.
Right.
So I don't know. I mean, he basically what you were saying too, how it's like better than a 401k.
Yeah.
Like that, because with him, his previous job, I don't think he had a 401k.
Yeah,
And he was like, no, this is the best thing to do, not just for me, but for us.
Yeah.
Like, and it's better than putting money in like everything in one bank account. You know? So
exactly.
he kind of treats it as a bank account, I want to say.
Yeah. And that's
what. And at first I was like, wait, excuse me, what? Like you're putting.
So he's been in it long term then.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's one thing. I know there's a difference between long term and short term investing.
Yeah. So,
how does that all work?
Long term is where you hold it for more than a year. So basically, for taxes, you pay less taxes.
Yep.
You hold for more than a year.
Yeah.
But if it's short term, so basically it's less than a year, you pay more taxes. I believe it's 35%.
Yeah, about the yeah.
You pay. So if you make like $1,000, you got to pay 30-40% taxes.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Short
$40.
term.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So that's why it's
I did not
best.
know that.
That's why it's best
to hold.
To hold.
Okay.
Yeah. To hold.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Wow, I did not know the tax.
Yeah, and just because the
like that.
price
I
is
feel
down.
like I finally got Michaela in there. She learned something.
Right?
No, I've been learning this whole time.
And always remember, just because the price is going down, you don't lose money until you sell. It's kind of like, this is how I think about it. It's like buying a fresh pair of shoes, right? You spend $200 on those pair of shoes. You go outside and scuff them. You can't go to the dealer and be like, I need some new shoes. That money's gone.
Yeah.
At least when investing, you could get that money back if you need to, or you could see the money, right?
Yeah.
So that's how I look at it. Is instead of throwing my money away buying clothes and shoes that could get destroyed, can't get my money back, at least in the market, I could see my money. If I need it, I could go get it back.
What I think a lot of people don't get is when your account goes down, you didn't lose that money.
Yeah.
When it goes back up, it's going to go back up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like $1,000, for example. If it goes down to 6, you did not lose 4. You just have to wait. But I think it's just people's mindset when they see
Also,
an
just
account.
seeing it visually.
Exactly.
I think a lot of people are like that, especially when it comes to money. You're like looking at an account, it's like, I lost that.
I think people are just so tight right now because, of course, we're living in some, inflation times.
Yeah. Times are hard.
So every dollar,
right now.
every dollar is like meaningful to them.
Yeah,
So
it
I
is.
get it. I get it.
Yeah.
So I think it's just like all about the mindset. Like
Yeah.
you're gonna get into this.
That's
like,
the most important thing.
Yeah.
Mindset. And you really got to want to do it. Like I said earlier, what cost are you willing to cut to invest, to change your life, Like I said, especially people who don't have 401ks, like if your job doesn't offer a 401k, you should build it yourself because we're only getting older, right? You're not going to be able to live off your just the Social Security.
Right.
You're going to need some of that money. So that's why I jumped into stocks and crypto just head first, because I had to build my own 401k, you know? Yeah.
I think the main point of this first episode is just to be like, to get people to try to get used to investing, get that mindset in.
Yeah.
$5-10.
$5-10.
Yeah, that's it. $5-10. Yeah.
Something that you forget about, right?
Ladies.
That's it.
Blue Bottle coffee. I don't know. That matcha's really good though.
Yeah.
Starbucks.
Yeah, I get it. Instead of getting the venti, get the grande, you know?
Or
make it at home.
Yeah. No, I was just about to say that. Make it at home and then spend that on assets. And just in the long run, you're going to thank yourself. So.
Yeah, because some of us spend money breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it'll be beneficial to sometimes pack a lunch, you know? It'll help. Yeah, you know?
I know. I love DoorDash.
Yeah, we just throw money into the fire. Yeah.
Exactly. Oh, I need to get something at the store. Now they have it at the stores, right? Target or
Yeah.
Man.
Exactly.
Okay. Everything's so easy with convenience.
It is, yeah. At the palm of your hand, everything is on the phone.
Yeah. What else is the palm of your hand? Investing.
Yeah. Get them exchanges, right?
No,
I learned today.
No, you got that right, because it used to be you had to go through a broker, right, for stocks.
Yeah.
Everything is all in the palm of your hand.
Yeah.
Quick.
With stocks, like all the apps make it so much easier to where you sell an asset and it goes right into your bank account.
Right into your bank account, yeah.
It's crazy.
Wait, speaking of apps, so what apps do you guys use?
So the apps I prefer just for
and we're not recommending any of these exchanges.
I'm asking what they use.
This is just what we're using, the exchanges we use.
I use Coinbase and crypto.com.
Okay.
And I think Coinbase is the most friendly for people who get into investing first for crypto. And then usually when you get a set amount, I would definitely take it out of the exchange and put it into like that cold wallet. Like I said, we'll talk about that on the next episode, but definitely Coinbase and crypto.com is a good easy those are the two easy platforms.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, say the same thing
I agree. Coinbase, super user friendly. Robinhood, super user friendly. But I'm always going to be an Uphold user. They were loyal to the XRP community. Shout out Uphold during all the lawsuits and stuff. So I use Uphold a lot, but Robinhood and Coinbase are the ones I use. Plus, those are FDIC insured up to $250,000.
Oh, Uphold it?
Yeah, up to $250,000. Yeah, Coinbase, Uphold. Yes.
See, I learned something new.
Coinbase, Robinhood, and Uphold. They're FDIC insured up to $250,000 just in case something happens. So.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's good.
Those are the exchanges I like to use.
Does it cost money to use those apps?
No. Unless you're buying, assets on there.
Yeah.
But no, it doesn't cost money.
So it's not like Dash Pass.
Yeah, no.
You gotta pay a fee.
No.
Okay.
No, not like that at all. I mean, there is a fee when you purchase. I believe like $1.49, just depending on the fees on.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
just to use. Like
no.
Okay.
There's no monthly. There's no nothing.
Okay. That's good.
That's a good one. Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Exactly. But every check, man, everyone should just be putting a little bit of money away. Just at least 10-20% of your check. Just put it away.
Yeah.
After your bills and everything, because it's going to be beneficial. Like you said, times are getting hard. I like how your hubby uses his like a bank account. I kind of do it the same. My trick is I buy when there's blood in the street, and then, price slowly recovers or goes up. I got extra money to play with. Or the dollar cost average on the way up, or if I need some cash, I sell the profits, nothing on the loss. So if you do it right, you could definitely make this crypto stuff, stocks too, work for you.
Yeah.
Definitely
and I think it's like you said, like volatility and stuff, but then just the success story when I first sold a big amount last year. We had like a little run up and stuff and all that stuff, right? And then I said, I'm gonna sell. I've been holding for like 5 years, right? Might as well sell something, enjoy it, right?
Yeah.
So what was it? I decided I wanted to go to Disneyland's my thing.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Happiest place on
like
earth.
at least 2 or 3 times a year if I wanted
to.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know, right? When you talk about Disneyland, it'd be like, oh man, you must have money to go to Disneyland.
No, okay, those tickets are expensive now.
They are.
Yeah.
Like, speaking of inflation, because I used to have the little yearly pass.
Oh, you did?
And that was worth it, like, if you go enough.
Oh, okay.
But I was looking at it recently. I was like, excuse me?
Yeah, no, we just came back from Disney. Yeah.
It's expensive.
Yeah,
super.
And when I told my sister, I was like, I sold some profits, and then she hasn't hung out with her nephew, my son.
Yeah.
He just turned 2. But I told her, I'd be like, oh, you want to go with us to Disneyland? And then she's all like, "Oh no, not right now." And I'll be like, "I'll pay for you." And she was just like, you just heard that silence on the phone, and
No,
it'd
she's
be
like,
like, "My little brother's gonna pay." Like, why?
Aw.
Be like, "Oh, I sold some
Yeah.
profits, and I don't mind you hanging out with your nephew. You don't
Yeah.
spend time." And then I think, was it as soon as she got off the phone with me, she was like calling my mom, and you'd be like, you could hear the little Filipino accent, and my mom would be like, "Oh, he sold the crypto."
The fact that I could understand that.
exactly.
So that's why he take you to Disneyland.
Oh, I love that.
But just the fact that she was so surprised,
Yeah.
and it was just
Yeah,
like,
that's really
like I'm like really family oriented, and
Yeah.
I said
Yeah.
I didn't mind. I said, I'll pay for your ticket, I'll pay for your hotel, just pay for your flight.
Yeah.
And it was awesome.
Yeah, that's what it's about, man. Helping the fam.
I think
that's
just
what I'm
those
hearing.
moments. That's
Yeah.
when they realize that, okay, maybe crypto is working.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Wait, so if he ever needs babysitters to go to Disneyland, me and you are gonna.
Yeah,
go,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So
I
that's
mean,
what
I got
that's what
two
we're hearing.
I got two
Why
myself.
gotta be, why
That's what
gotta
we're
be a
hearing.
babysitter?
yeah. Exactly.
That's what we're
Why don't you go to Deani?
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I got two myself. So
Because
God.
you're the one that's going to sell the crypto.
Oh, the crypto.
yes.
Oh gosh.
No, I love it.
But yeah,
I
I
love
love that. I feel like it's a great way to just better the lives, not just for yourself, but like for your family, like you said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Making those impacts.
Yeah.
I think just like it really shows. It'd be like, man, maybe his investing did work after all that time. But yeah, I always try to like tell that story just because I feel like with so many losses that I did in the past 7 years, there was a lot of stuff that I had to learn on and a lot of losing. I lost like a lot of money before I was profitable.
Yeah.
And like you said, like, yeah, it's just those kind of moments where they just like, it's a core memory for me.
Yeah. Oh.
Core memory, inside and out. Disney.
There you go.
Yeah.
No, facts. And then another thing too is I know I love crypto. I'm a crypto guy. Stocks are great too. But like I said, what crypto guys is, we're here before the institutions. There's no regulation in crypto. That's why you got the volatility. And I get that's scary. But this is the first time where us little guys could profit before the institutions get here. That's why I preach crypto. Like I said, I get it gets a bad name. I get that it's a scam. And
Yeah.
man, just invest in a couple projects. If you Bitcoin or whatever, just invest in like the safe projects, and I promise you, you're gonna win. Because like I said, we're here before regulation's not here.
Yeah.
Our current administration, like I said, I don't care who your president is. I'm the president of my own household. But the current administration that's in office right now, they're pro crypto. So this asset class is here to stay, and like I said, there's an opportunity for us to make a whole lot of money because we're here before the institutions.
So not financial advice, but what would you say for somebody that's starting off with like $50? What would the top 3 or 4 cryptos be like if you were to get started? You think?
For
Not
them,
financial advice though.
this
Gotta
is not
make sure.
financial
Just
advice.
FYI.
But I
Yeah.
would do Bitcoin for now, just so they could see.
Okay.
Bitcoin is the leader. Bitcoin is one of the first. The market doesn't move without Bitcoin moving, right?
Okay.
So I feel like Bitcoin and Ethereum, they could kind of watch it. It's not super volatile, right now, right? But
Okay.
yeah, those would be the two. I'd be like, just put $50 and kind of watch while doing research on a bunch of other cryptos. And who knows, you might do some research and find a crypto you like.
Yeah.
And then once you find a crypto you like, man, just continue to do the research, invest, and you're going to do okay.
Speaking on that, you know what's awesome, I think, with any cryptocurrency, right? Because I believe when cryptocurrency first started, it was around like maybe 5,000 cryptos.
Yeah.
And today there's over like 5 million
Oh, wow.
different crypto. But it's just because of all the meme coins.
Yeah.
created.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
But I think just the fact that it was just like, if you set yourself up for that, right? You do your own research. The best part about that is it's like finding a gold mine or a diamond. You did all your research.
Yeah.
And it's just the fact when it goes up, you feel like a freaking genius because
Yeah.
you'd be like, I did all that work and nobody listened.
Yeah.
It was just the fact to be like, I did that.
Yeah,
I'd
I
be
did
like,
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just like finding a diamond in the rough. And I've had a couple of those feelings.
Yeah.
It makes me feel awesome.
It does.
Yeah.
It makes you feel like a genius. You're like, ah. And that's why we practice taking profits, right? Because, you know, the price goes up. You're like, I can make more money.
Yeah.
And then, you know, you end up being greedy, and then you can watch your whole bag just turn upside down.
Yeah, for the viewers in this
Yeah.
market, you can't time the top, right? The top is where it's like the highest price.
Yeah, yeah.
You just can't time it. You
Yeah.
just don't know. So my rule is just where you take maybe 10, 15% off of your holdings. Say you have like $5,000 of in one crypto, right?
Yeah.
You take 10, 15% off. And then when it goes up to your next level, then that's when you take another 15, 20%. You kind of chip away.
Chip
at it.
away, yeah.
Yeah, so that way you don't feel like so lost on the run up. See,
Yeah.
so say supposedly you sell, right? All of your holdings. And then all of a sudden it keeps going up. You're going to feel like, dang, I sold too early.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could have got me another handbag.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
So I think that's the best method, 10, 15%.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then just chip away, just keep chipping away.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
I hope Michaela's learning.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Are you ready
learning.
to invest? You ready
I think
to
so.
jump in there?
$50 in Bitcoin.
Yeah. Not financial advice, by the way. No.
No, that's awesome.
I'm ready to try.
Yeah, no, exactly, man. So, yeah, like I said, man, guys, I'm gonna keep repeating this. Like cryptocurrency, I get it gets a bad name. Do your research and invest your money, and I promise you will do okay. You will do okay. This is a new asset class. Regulation is coming, so we just got to sit back, put your money in a smart, safe place, and just watch it rise. As simple as that. Oh, why do people think crypto's a bad thing? I'm gonna say because of the volatility. Like Alan said earlier, people chase green candles, right? For example, Bitcoin's pumping up, right? It went from, let's just for example, it went from $5 to $30, right? You didn't want it at $5 when it was down. It's at $30 now. Everyone in the grocery store, your cousins are talking about it. You're like, let me go buy Bitcoin at its top, $30. And then it goes from 30 to 25 to 20. Everyone's like, oh, it's a scam. And no, it's not true. You just bought the top. Like Alan said earlier.
Yeah, I think most people do that. They buy the euphoria, and that's why they say it's a scam.
Yeah.
It's because they get in so late.
Yeah.
And the people that are profiters are the ones that were patient enough. They buy on the low.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people, that's why they say it's a scam, just because they're riding the hype. And they buy it, and then it goes down, and their mindset is completely changed to be like, I lost money, screw this one,
Yeah,
out
I'm
of
done.
this one. And it just takes something little like that, to frustrate somebody, and they don't even want to put their money in the market anymore.
It's because you guys are gambling. The market is not for gambling. It's for investing. And like I said, you shouldn't put no more money than you're willing to lose.
Exactly.
That's it. It's as simple as that. My method is like if I could afford to invest $200 a month, I cut that in half. I just invest $100 because sometimes life happens. I might need the money. I don't want to touch my investments. I'll just keep that extra 100 I was gonna put in the market, one for dollar cost averaging, or if I needed it, let that money in the market sit. That's kind of my method. And guys, like I said, you don't have to be rich to invest. I'm just a regular old HVAC technician. I install air conditioners, and I use that money to invest in the market. You know, Alan?
Yeah, I work in community service. I've been doing that for like 17 years now.
Yeah.
Working for the county, and it's just like you see it. I work in the community centers. It's just like a lot of people living in that poverty.
Yeah.
And it just sucks. Like you try to tell them, and it just seems like so far along. They're not even thinking.
They're not thinking about that.
No.
Yeah, because they
They're
have
just
other
thinking-
problems.
Yeah,
So
they're just thinking about survival. right?
Yeah.
But it's just like the fact that we're here, and that's why we wanted to spread that word. Is I see so many people every day like that.
Yeah.
And you
can help them.
It mind blows me because they're just trying to survive.
Yeah.
But there's a way out of that.
There is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what we try to just tell people. But they're so fixed into that. It's really sad to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, paycheck to paycheck, and they're just like
Paycheck to paycheck and bad habits.
Yeah, it's
Is
a
it
It can be a generational thing too.
and
like
that's why-
generational trauma, or like even just like if you grew up that way too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like sometimes it's a cultural thing.
Yeah. Like my people, we don't really leave anything behind when we pass, right? So I want to be the first of my generation to leave some generational wealth.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I'm investing all my money in crypto. I might not see the benefits. I mean, I'm seeing them, but these profits are for my babies.
Yeah.
Once they get older, they'll have a chance. You know,
Yeah.
daddy left them something, so they'll be able to have a choice.
Yeah.
Basically, that's why I'm here. Yeah, something that was never taught.
Right.
Yeah, so.
And for people on the generation wealth, that's, like generation money right there. That's
Yeah.
leaving money for your kids.
Kids, yeah.
And your kids' kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And most people don't think that way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Man.
exactly. Kayla, what is it that you do?
So I'm just an admin professional.
Right. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just I do like events
There you go.
and
How long you been doing that for?
events or just like admin
Just
stuff?
events.
Events. Really long time. I think I started when I was like 16.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's why you're a natural.
No. I just love talking
Yeah.
to people from all walks of life.
Well,
Yeah.
that's how
And just
we
like
met, right?
exactly, that's how we met. So
I'm trying to remember when was it?
Yeah.
I think it was before COVID
Okay.
for sure. Even though that was like,
And it
like
was-
2019, 2018 maybe.
It was for
yeah.
Fan TV, Filipino American. Network?
Yes, but then I think we were doing a like some kind of fundraiser.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure it's for
Vaguely trying to
Yeah.
remember, but yeah, just the fact that
Alan
know,
does too much community stuff. So
I know.
Busy
He's
man.
one of the people.
Yeah, he is.
So-
Remember what I did last
Yeah.
week?
Oh my god.
No, it's really bad. I can't remember.
You ain't getting
That's
no
why
jet,
you need
man.
a
You ain't getting no
calendar. You
jet.
need the Google calendar.
I do.
with
Yeah.
Everything
I
on
need
there.
that. I
Yes.
do. I think
Yeah.
I need to do that.
Yeah. And then color coordinate it. It really helps.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
crazy. That was
Yeah.
dope.
Purple, blue.
Yeah.
And we're pink.
Well, we're pink. You're
Yeah, there we go. We'll take it.
Yeah, I'll teach you.
Okay.
Yeah,
There we
you
go.
guys teach me about this. I'll teach you how to
Yeah,
organize your life.
There you go. Trade.
Trade. Fair trade. Love
Yes.
that. Since you guys have been kind of hounding me on investing and how
Yeah.
I need to start,
Yep,
you know,
yep.
put my $50 in, how would I start? Like, what do I need to do exactly? And for the viewers over here.
Well, first you need to get some money.
Yeah.
Right, that you want to invest
Okay.
in. And then at that point you just pick what brokerage account that you want to start with it, whether stocks or crypto. You could do, I think Robinhood does both, stocks and crypto. Coinbase is just crypto only.
Now, these
What is
are
some
all
other ones
apps,
out?
right?
Yeah, these are all
Yeah.
apps. There's a couple other apps out there. What else do you use? I think you mentioned
Crypto.com.
Crypto.com does, I think, both. You could buy gold and stuff too. So, yeah, it really just matters what you're trying to do and what you're trying to invest in. But for the most part, yeah, you just go to your app store, download the app, your exchange you want, link your bank account to the exchange you're using, and
Yeah.
then you just start investing. Simple as 1, 2, 3.
Sounds easy.
Yeah.
So much easier.
Yeah, the hard part is knowing what company to invest in. Oh, and another thing, guys, yeah, how to read a company that I like to do in stocks. I read a company's 1090K and a 1090Q, and it's been a while.
What is that?
Yes,
yeah,
this
it's
is
been a
lot
while.
of
I'm trying to go off the
I'm
top
like,
of the top of my dome. I think a 1090K and a 1090Q is how much money a company has, how much debt they have, and how much assets they have,
okay.
and that'll give you a determination if that's a good company you should invest in. Yeah, it's a 1090K and a 1090Q. That's what I used to invest in. Yahoo Finance has a good 1090K, 1090Q little area to kind of show you.
You can look that up on Yahoo.
on Yahoo Finance. They're really good at that.
Okay.
Just to kind of see what companies you can invest in. Because, for example, at the top of my head, I want to say like maybe Ford or some companies you think because it's Ford, they've been here forever, it's a good investment. But some of these companies have a bunch of debt. You know, they don't have a bunch of assets and they're barely getting by. So,
Cecil's putting it in the camera.
yeah,
He
might
said,
not
don't forget Tesla.
Yeah, might not be a smart investment.
And
So
look at him
basically
cheat.
just-
You don't see him on camera, but he's
yeah,
cheesing.
look up a company's revenue, what they're bringing in, and what assets they have. That'll help you determine if it's a smart investment or not. Yeah.
Okay. I think that's.
And for crypto, yeah, it's a new asset class, white paper, and just a bunch of YouTube. yeah. And then if it's been around, just read that white paper. If it's been around, you know, it's nothing's promised, but it'll be a smarter investment than just putting money into something your friend tells you to, right? So, yeah. Top crypto I like, you guys. My top 3 is Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. Bitcoin, number 1, is because it was the first. It's like a store of value, right? In my opinion, too big to fail, right? Ethereum, 99% of cryptos run on Ethereum, right? Yeah. If Ethereum fails, crypto's going to be in trouble for a very long time, right?
Yeah.
Another one is XRP. One, we just went through a lawsuit. We got deemed not a security in the United States. So we're actually one of the first cryptocurrencies that's really regulated in the United States.
Yeah.
So those are the three. Those are the three you should really just stick with for now. That I'm sticking with, not a financial advice. But those are the ones, I'm sticking with. And as a new investor, those were the ones that kind of kept my head kind of calm with the volatility. It kind of, slow grind. Kind of, it'll help you stomach the volatility if that's not what you're looking for.
Yeah, I think, and Dayani knows about this because I talk about it every day, is HBAR, or called Hedera Hash Grab. So Hedera Hash Grab is one of my top holdings. I feel like it's a good, cryptocurrency company. And just because they're backed by, like Google, I believe IBM and all that stuff. But say supposedly if you wanted to send money, right, you convert it to HBAR, right? You have friends in like South Africa or like the Philippines or something, right? You go through Western Union, you go through so many fees, right? You're talking about what, like 30, 40 bucks?
I've gone through that, yep.
Right? And you already know.
Yeah.
So if you go through Hedera, right, you convert the US dollars to HBAR. It's literally there. With Western Union, takes about like a few minutes or sometimes 30 minutes for your money to get, and you got to go to the place to get your money, right? Well, Hedera Hash Grab, you convert that US to HBAR, and then it's there in less than a second. Very less than a second, and the fees is only like a penny or something like that. Something like that. Yeah, the transactions is so fast, and that's why I feel like I really believe in HBAR. I think that's one of my top holdings. But like you said, like Bitcoin is a good one for digital gold. That
store value.
Start on, and then I'm really high on Chainlink for some reason. Chainlink is a good one, but I'm an HBAR person just because of the tech and how fast it is. Because me and you, like, we send money to families and stuff in the Philippines or wherever, and it's just like I gotta go to a place, I gotta still pay all these fees.
Yeah.
That's why I feel like crypto's gonna be around here to stay. Because the fees, you can send money for super cheap, really fast,
and it's so fast.
And
it's right there.
I love that.
Like our payment system, our internet got to upgrade, right? Our payment system, our financial system needs an upgrade, and crypto's gonna do it. Definitely.
Well, I've learned a lot on this first episode of the Profit Playbook. Thank you guys for educating me today.
I feel like I
know.
Yes. Appreciate you guys tuning into the Profit Playbook, man. Tune in next week to our next episode and our next topic. Appreciate Michaela, Alan, Manav, The Cure. Thank you guys, man. Appreciate you guys.
Thank you guys for making this happen.
Yeah.
This was awesome first episode.
Yes, sir. See you guys
next
soon.
time.
Yeah.